NBC reporter paints Trump as a racist. Sanders leaves her crying in the corner. NBC White House correspondent Kristen Welker asked some loaded questions about the shooting of Stephon Clark while trying to paint President Donald Trump as a racist. However, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders left the liberal reporter crying in the corner. During a recent White House press briefing, NBC's Kristen Welker made a huge mistake and tried to paint President Trump as a racist by posing tactical questions to Sarah Sanders in hopes that she would take the race bait. Like so many times before, it ended with disappointment for the left. According to Daily Caller, initially, Welker tried to hold Trump accountable for what she calls tension between communities of color and police departments. Then, she asked Sanders, does the president not need to show leadership on this issue? Liberals like to ask questions in which the premise is all wrong. To begin with, President Donald Trump has shown more leadership across the board in a year than Barack Obama did in 8 years. Because Sanders is as sharp as a tack, she responded, we want to find ways to bring the country together, certainly not looking for any place of division. I think you've seen that in the policies that he's put forward. He wants to grow the economy. He wants to do that for everybody. He wants a better America for every American. This is when Kristen Welker tried to go in for the kill on Trump's character. There are a lot of African American moms all across the country feel as though their sons are dying. So, doesn't the president feel like he needs to do something about that? The reporter asked. The sheer level of stupidity in the reporter's thinking is incomprehensible. Truly, there are so many different angles from which to destroy her questioning strategy. But Sarah Sanders is a classy person, so she lays it out elegantly. I think we should do every single thing we can every single day to protect the people of this country. I think the president, whether they're black, white, Hispanic, male or female, rich or poor, we look for ways to protect the individuals in this country, particularly children. That's why you've seen the president take an active role over the last several months in school safety, Sanders said, according to BuzzFeed News. Whether a kid is in a school, whether they are at home, no matter where they are in this country, kids should feel safe, and that's why this president has focused on safety and security as a big part of the priorities of this administration, both through securing our borders and stopping the flow of drugs, stopping the flow of gangs, stopping the number of school shootings by the Stop School Violence Act, the background system. I'm not saying it's perfect, Sanders continued. Until every child is safe, we can always do more, and we're going to show up every day for work trying to do exactly that, she added. Judging from the way Kristen Welker continually looked down and nodded during Sarah Sanders' response, it's pretty clear that she got way in over her head. NBC White House correspondent Kristen Welker wasn't prepared for a lesson in fundamental conservative kindness. Sarah Sanders didn't respond to the reporter's race-baiting attempt with anger or malice. She simply communicated President Donald Trump's sincere position of love for all Americans.